Germans have seen the future, and it is a heat pump. We're going to be talking about that today, and the crazy innovation that is probably going to sweep the world very soon. So if you scroll to the top, it says Germans have seen the future, and it's a heat pump. Like I said, the boxy machines look and function like large air conditioners on reverse, but Germans hope they hold the key to Europe's push for fossil-free heating. Let's look more into this. There's been like an energy crisis, obviously, in Germany. I made a video on that, but obviously everybody knew about that. But it's mainly for the people who did not know about that. I had some questions. You guys cleared a lot of things up for me, and I appreciate that. Feel free to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you can. Remscheid, Germany. After decades of heating their homes with relatively cheap Russian natural gas, Germans are facing exorbitant prices for energy. I heard that the prices pretty much almost tripled or quadrupled in some areas in Germany and whatnot. Like, I guess a person was saying they went from paying, I think, about like $40 a month at some point for their electricity bill to now it's like $140, $150 was pretty much the conversion now, which is insane to me. That is insane. The search is on for an alternative source for warmth that is climate friendly and free from natural gas. That's a lot to ask for, just letting you know. Enter the heat pump. Using a technology that dates to the 1970s, these boxy machines have suddenly been embraced across Germany. So much so that heat pumps are often sold out, and the wait for a qualified installer can last months. The German government is among the fans. This is the technology of the future, Robert Habeck, the Minister for the Economy, told reporters last month while announcing a government plan to promote heat pumps. To achieve our goals, we want to get 6 million customers by 2030, Mr. Habeck said. Heat pumps work like a reverse air conditioner, using a large fan that draws air past tubes with refrigerant to extract warmth from the outside environment. The cost for electricity needed to power a heat pump is about 35% cheaper than natural gas, according to Verifox, a company that compares energy prices for German consumers. The savings are even greater for those who can run their heat pumps off solar panels. So this would be, and actually not even be, this is already revolutionary. And I'm surprised this wasn't used. I guess this was used earlier, but it's being used way more frequently now. And there's an updated version of this that's quite literally sweeping the nation and will very soon sweep the world. For Violent, a 150-year-old family-owned company in Remscheid that for decades has been a leading maker of gas boilers and furnaces, the push from Berlin comes at the perfect time. 6 years ago, the company decided that if it was to remain silent, it would have to look beyond fossil fuels to a more sustainable but still affordable way to heat homes. We realized that if an appliance is going to replace the gas heater, it's going to have to be the heat pump, says Norbert Schiedek, Violent's chief executive. The bet paid off. Sales of the heat pumps in Germany have more than doubled in the past 2 years, especially as the price of gas has soared. Yet, in 2021, heat pumps accounted for only 15% of all heating systems sold in Germany, second to the ubiquitous gas condensing boiler, according to the data from the German Energy Agency. Many Germans are still wary of the high purchase and installation price, which at 25,000 to 30,000 euros can run up to 3 times that of a gas furnace. To encourage people to make the change, the government is offering subsidies that can cover up to a quarter of upfront price of a unit, along with the subsidies of other energy efficiency improvements up to a total of 60,000 euros. That is absolutely huge. So basically, they're giving you incentive to install these heat pumps in your home. And they will, agree to alleviate some of the costs of the installation fees. They might even, agree to cutting off a lot of like your bill and stuff like that monthly and whatnot. It's almost like the same. It's almost the same deal with, like I mentioned here, with people who have solar panels. When you have solar panels installed in your house, then you pretty much get a huge cut from your electricity bill. So you're paying basically breadcrumbs in comparison to the rest of the world and the rest of the local area, because you have a device that is quite literally helping the environment and whatnot. Germany lags far behind its European neighbors, where imported natural gas was not as affordable or abundant. Residents of Finland and Norway, which rely more on electricity, have 10 times the number of heat pumps as do Germans, according to Agora Energiewende, a policy institute in Berlin. Even the Netherlands, which sits on its own wealth of natural gas but made a push for the more climate-friendly machine several years ago, has double the number of the units that Germany has. One of the biggest problems facing the expansion in Germany is a dire lack of qualified mechanics to install heat pumps. This has led to an overgrowing do-it-yourself community driven by information exchanged in forums and videos online. When Andreas Schmidt bought a home for his family on the outskirts of Cologne in 2020, he wanted to make a positive change for the climate. That meant installing solar panels on his roof and getting rid of the oil furnace in the basement. Wow, that's him right there doing his thing. Andreas Schmidt said he expects to save at least €2,000 in heating bills this winter by using heat pumps. That's actually super creative. Actually, my question to you guys is, how many of you guys own a heat pump, and have you already seen it pay off? I mean, I personally would think that it would. I mean, according to this article, heat pumps are the equivalent of like the solar panel things in general, right? It has the same effect. It's the same concept of energy conservation and environmentally friendly moves as far as the usage of such electronics go. It wasn't an option for me to continue using gas or oil, he said in an interview from his home overlooking a misty field. I wanted to get away from fossil fuel. But when he realized how much it would cost to buy and have a professional install a heat pump, Mr. Schmitz balked. Even with the subsidies, it was clear that it would be way too expensive for me, he said. A scientist by training who likes to spend his free time tinkering with batteries, he decided to take an air conditioner unit and convert it to a heat pump for his living room. He has been installing units in other rooms and expects to save at least €2,000 in heating bills this winter. Although the autumn temperatures have been relatively mild, Germany's natural gas storage facilities are at capacity. The price of natural gas remains double what it was a year ago. Analysts do not expect it to retreat anytime soon, and Germans are eager for alternatives. Violent is tackling the need for more heat pump installers by training them itself. Building on a network of plumbers and mechanics who have been working with the company for decades, company officials say they hope to be able to speed up the wait times for customers. So yeah, this is a huge deal, man. There's a lot going on here. Clearly we have this device that is, helping combat the issue that the natural gas crisis and energy crisis in Germany has been, that's been booming for a while. So this is obviously combating that. And it seems like the, end all be all solution to this for right now. And it seems legit. So for those that have experience with this or know somebody who has a energy pump and whatnot, like a heat pump, can you please explain how it works? I mean, it did briefly explain it here. I'm still very confused. So if you can explain how that works, and if you have one or own one, how it has helped you, or how it differs from the previous heating system that you have had, let me know in the comments down below. But that's pretty much it for today. I will see you soon. Take care. Peace.